Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamond for Friday, January 31st, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. We got a short college basketball slate on the Friday night card, but some good games coming your way. So let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome and helps grow the show. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got first game up, happy hour tip-off here in the Ivy League. ESPN2, do note the 5 p.m. Eastern tip-off time. We're heading to Jadwin Gymnasium in Princeton, New Jersey for Yale and Princeton. Yale -2.5 as the road favorite, 146 being the total. Yale comes in 11-6 on the season, 4-0 in conference. I like paying attention to some of these conference metrics this time of year. You know, sometimes teams play a little bit tougher out of conference schedule coming into conference against like teams. Could be a good angle to jump on, and that's what's pointing me towards Yale here because Princeton 14-5 on the season, but you look at their against the number kind of metrics here, they're 0-4 ATS in the Ivy League. So they're being a little bit overpriced, and they're actually the worst shooting team in the Ivy League. Go by field goal percentage, they're number 8. There's only 8 teams in the Ivy. They just lost outright last time out against Cornell as the favorite. And Yale 11-5 against the spread. This team's hitting 70% ATS on the season. They've won 5 straight. They've covered 6 of their last 8 overall. The defending Ivy League champions. If you remember last year, they won the Ivy. They also knocked out my Auburn Tigers, one of the biggest upsets in the NCAA tournament. And sure enough, they're carrying it over this year. They stayed within single digits of both Purdue and Minnesota, kind of going up in class against Big Ten teams. I like this Yale team this year. And lastly, guys, in this point spread, -2.5, you want to be betting on teams that knock down their free throws. And sure enough, Yale with a huge free throw advantage, 75% from the charity stripe, whereas Princeton just 67%. So we're jumping on Yale to tip us off. The weekend card, -2.5. It is Yale over Princeton. We got next one up, prime time. Gonna have to stream it. ESPN Plus. It is Iona and Manhattan. We're heading to the MAC Conference, Stratty Gymnasium, Riverdale, New York. Pick 'em price tag. Just pick the winner here, 147 being the total. Manhattan, the Jaspers come in 9-9 on the season, a game under 500 in conference. In Iona, 8-12, tough go of it. This is a team that started 2-8 on the year. But since they've been playing better in conference, they're a game over 500. They've won 3 straight. They've covered 3 of their last 4. And they're a top 10 team in terms of offensive rebounds. So I like that angle. We're getting a team here that crashes the offensive boards. You could look for them to get, extra possessions, if you will. So I like that angle. And lastly, maybe even more importantly, they're a top 5 defensive turnover percentage team, meaning they turn over their opponents a lot. And sure enough, this angle in this one, Manhattan struggles turning the ball over. So I think we're going to get a whole bunch of extra possessions on the Iona side. And they're the much better free throw shooting team as well. So a pick 'em price tag. Not a tough trip here. 2 New York schools. We're jumping on the Iona Gales at the pick 'em price over Manhattan. Got one game left, guys. And reminder, if you could comment below, it helps the algorithm grow in the show. I'll be in there chiming it up with you guys. You guys asking about kind of recapping each show, getting back to that. And I was gonna usually I got to recap 2 shows 2 shows ago, but I'm actually doing this Friday morning at the 7 a.m. Mountain West time, so I can recap the Thursday show. We did go 2-2, -0.2 units, so lost juice there. We gave out four games instead of just 3, added that Hawaii +8 in the nightcap. Unfortunately, the Rainbow Warriors couldn't get there for us, but a 2-2 day. So, guys, comment below any questions, more than welcome, and let me know what you're looking to bet in college basketball this weekend, guys. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out, DrewMartinWagerTalk.com. Got the weekend card coming in here shortly, and the Super Bowl prop package will be up this week as well. All right, last game up, prime time, biggest game on the slate for Friday night. It's the only ranked team, I believe. It is Indiana and Purdue. Purdue coming in, the number 10 ranked team in the country, -11.5, 146 being the total. This game on Fox, Mackey Arena, West Lafayette, Indiana, between the two Indiana schools, an in-state rivalry here. And, breaking this game down, Purdue comes in 16-5 on the season. They're playing good basketball, 7-1 so far since January 1st. So in 2025, they've won 7 of 8 games. They just won by 27 points over Michigan. They're 10-1 at home. This is a tough spot to step in front of the Purdue Boilermakers here. They've covered 7 of their last 8 games. We know what we're getting with Matt Painter's squad. They made that run to the NCAA tournament championship game last year, and their point guard, a really good point guard, and Braden Smith, the best assist rate in the country right now. And he's almost 90% from the free throw line. They won both of the games last year against Indiana by 20 points. I think we're going to get something similar here. I wouldn't be surprised if Purdue really rolls. I mean, Indiana supposed to be a talented team in the Big Ten, but they're one of the worst shooting teams in the conference. They've also lost 4 of their last 5 games. They've already lost by 20 points to Iowa and Illinois. So going on the road here to Purdue in West Lafayette, I think it's going to be a tough trip for the Hoosiers. I like Purdue minus 11 and a hook over Indiana to win the old Oaken Bucket, at least to start us off this year on the hardwood in Big Ten Conference. Guys, in recap, we got Purdue, the Boilermakers, minus 11 and a hook. We get Yale minus 2.5. That's tipping us off on ESPN2 over Princeton, and Iona in the pick'em price tag over Manhattan. So that's going to do it for the Friday show. We'll be in early with the Saturday slate. Monster college basketball card coming your way tomorrow. Drew's Daily Diamond going daily on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Smash that like button, comment below, cash those tickets. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Thanks for tuning in.